Brian Weiss here, live on location at New Berlin Hills. Beautiful day today, sun shining. It's always shining here, right, Matt?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm joined today with General Manager Matt. Matt, help me with your last name.
Tausig.
Tausig, Matt Tausig. So New Berlin Hills, we are downtown Milwaukee, maybe 20 minutes away.
Not even that, 8 miles.
8 miles.
Yep.
We're in a western suburb. Matt, tell us, if you live in Southeastern Wisconsin or Metro Milwaukee, why should you bring your golf clubs and play New Berlin Hills?
Absolutely. First and foremost, just one of the best values around. You're not going to find a better golf course with better service for a better price. Hands down, not just even in the Milwaukee area, but just in the region in general. You're getting a fantastic conditioned golf course, top level service, an amazing setting, just eight miles from downtown.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit about, I saw on the scorecard, built in 1907. I drove the golf course this morning, flew the drone around. Beautiful fescue, but tell us a little bit about either the history or how to play the golf course.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, golf course first built in 1907 as a 9-hole golf course. Has evolved over the years from being a private golf course for a local company to eventually in 1978 being purchased by the city of New Berlin and becoming what some people might call a municipal golf course. It's anything but that. It's an everyday public golf course. It's now 18 holes. It was expanded in the previous years. Beautiful golf course that's really fair. So if you hit a good shot, you're going to be rewarded for it. At the same time, you're not going to be punished for a bad shot. You may have to take one extra to get in the hole, but at the end of the day, you're going to leave the course knowing that you got what you deserved based on every shot you hit.
Sure. Any recent changes or upcoming changes? If someone has played the course and they haven't been here in a while, what can they expect new recently?
Absolutely. We're always looking to improve the golf course. Sometimes that could be as impressive as building all new cart paths about 5 years ago, to trimming certain trees, or most recently was building several new tee boxes. We have a creek that runs through the entire golf course. There was a couple spots where the forward tees maybe weren't as forward as people would like them, and the creek came into play. So bump those tees forward on about 3 holes, make it a little bit more equitable to where you could hit over that creek on your first shot. There's a couple more holes that we're going to look to do the same thing, another tee box here or there. And then we're honestly just always looking for a way to improve it. So we drive around several times a week looking at, should we trim this tree? Should we add a tree? But the tee boxes were the biggest addition recently.
Sure. Matt, as far as signature hole or most talked about hole out here, what are your locals raving about or cursing when they have their drink at the 19th?
So we are unique. We only have 3 par 3s. In particular, hole 15 can be a little bit tough, so that one gets cussed at a few times. But 18, honestly, is a very well-known hole. It can make or break a match for you. The creek that I previously mentioned runs right through it, and for a lot of people happens to be near their landing distance with a drive. So playing 18 smart could result in walking off and having your buddies buy you a drink, or it could result in you paying a pretty good tab when you're done.
Sure. Speaking of buying drinks, so we have this beautiful clubhouse behind. You mentioned you had a full bar in there.
Absolutely.
So tell us what the experience is after they're done. What can we drink? What can we eat?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, being a public golf course, a lot of people expect you walk in and there's maybe a grill or a snack bar. There's nothing that great. On the contrary, we have a full-service clubhouse, the full bar, anything that you can think of, and then a really good menu that the average golfer is going to enjoy that's not the same. In particular, we have a chicken quesadilla that people just rave about. I don't know about you, but I don't see too many chicken quesadillas at a golf course. But as you said, beautiful clubhouse, beautiful setting to come out, have the experience you do on the course, pay the rates that you pay, get the service you do, and then be able to enjoy a clubhouse like this, sit out on the patio and watch your buddies finish, or hear the roar of somebody knocking one in from a distance.
Sure. Speaking of beautiful settings, you also host weddings here. Can you tell us a little bit about capacities and maybe why you should host your wedding here or event?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do host some weddings here, a lot of banquets, family reunions, private parties. You name it, we're happy to host it. It can be anything from a 20 or 30 player birthday party, bachelor party, whatever you have, up to 150, 160 person wedding. We can host the wedding with beautiful setting out here outside the clubhouse, or if you're just looking for reception afterwards, Clubhouse comfortably seats 150 to 160. And if you're looking more to mill around and not necessarily have a plated dinner, we can get up there to 180 people or so.
Wonderful. So before we end and release the domain name and where we can find more information on the website, is there anything else you might want to share about the golf course or the property?
Mostly just that if you haven't had the pleasure to come out here and play it, do that. Go to our website. It's newberlinhillsgolf.com. Read about the golf course. You can book a tee time there. Grab your 3 best friends, or 1 best friend and 2 worst enemies. Bring them on out here, have a match, have a good time, and enjoy the best public golf that the Milwaukee area has to offer.
Sure, great. I will put that website address in the show notes. If you live in Southeastern Wisconsin or Metro Milwaukee, grab your sticks, grab 3 of your buddies, and get your foursome out to New Berlin Hills Golf Club.